What's up? Play Sports Gamer here, and I got sort of a controversial video. People might say it's a clickbait video, and I'll say, hell yeah it is. This is a clickbait video, but I'm an opinion channel about sports and video games, and this is my opinion that Xbox is gonna leave the console market. And I got a prime example of why Xbox is gonna leave with another company that did the same thing. Maybe you understand which company it is, but I'll explain later. But first, I appreciate a subscription, a like, and a comment on this video. It's been a while since I posted a video, but I'm hoping to post more in the future. Let me first by saying Xbox has been getting their ass kicked by PlayStation in the console market since the Xbox One and the Xbox Series X. They can't compete in the console market with PlayStation. It's a proven fact throughout the years. And you're seeing more and more Xbox strategy is buying developers. And you would think they're doing it for Game Pass and get people to subscribe to Game Pass and play in their Xbox console. But I think is because Xbox is trying to have as many games as possible from as many developers as they can. Yes, for Game Pass, but I think Game Pass is going to show up on other consoles, and you're seeing it on TV. So I think Xbox is buying up these developers and these companies to produce as many games as they can for their Game Pass. It won't be for an Xbox console. Consoles take hundreds of millions of dollars to develop, and these companies lose money on every console, especially at first. They might make a profit later on in the console life because parts and these chips go down in price. But on the whole, Xbox and even Sony loses money on each console they sell. And couple that with how much money it takes to develop these consoles, it takes many, many years to recoup their money. They would have to sell so many exclusive games to get their money back. And Xbox has been losing money in their division. It's only staying afloat because of other Microsoft products, Android phones that keep Xbox name going. So I think their strategy is to leave the console market, to expand the number of games under the Microsoft Xbox Game Studios, to branch off to other consoles, PlayStation, and we'll see if PlayStation would have that, Nintendo, TVs, they got the cloud service, they're going to concentrate on PC Game Pass, and I think they could make a lot of money from doing that and save so much money from not having to develop a console. I think they're going to have an Xbox Series X refresh console, but that doesn't take as much money to develop. They've already got the technology, they just need to make some improvements maybe in the chips. Yes, I think they're going to have an Xbox Series X refresh, which will last another 5 to 7 years. Then I think you're going to see Xbox leave the console market. And the one company that would tell you why the Xbox would be leaving is Sega. Sega, with the Genesis system, was leading the console market back in the day because of the deal with EA and 2K. But they were beating other consoles in the market. But then you saw the next two consoles, the Saturn and the Dreamcast, do horribly in the console market. They couldn't sell those, which is surprising because the Dreamcast had a bunch of real great games. But for some reason, they couldn't sell the consoles. And so what did Sega do? They left the console market, so they concentrate on the games and left the console market. They saved hundreds of millions of dollars in that. And Sega really turned themselves around, and they're still surviving to this day. And you talked about Xbox maybe buying them. If you think about it, Xbox is the same as Sega. Xbox did pretty good with the 360. They were keeping up with the PlayStation 3. Yes, the PlayStation 3 in the end sold more consoles, but it was neck and neck. Unlike the Xbox One and the Xbox Series X, where Microsoft can't even keep up the PlayStation. PlayStation is just crushing them. So you see a big time parallel to Sega and Xbox. And this is what makes me believe if their strategy is good and it's the way I believe it is, I really think the Xbox is going to not sell any more consoles. They're going to concentrate on the game market and branching games to other consoles. Yes, PlayStation would get a piece of that money, but Xbox would get a piece of that money too. And they could spend that money maybe on other developers or exclusive games to Game Pass, where hopefully PlayStation would have Game Pass on their system. And I think that will benefit both companies, PlayStation and Xbox, because PlayStation would actually absolutely dominate the console market besides Nintendo, and Xbox would get a piece of that Game Pass money. So this is my opinion in the matter. It totally makes sense that Xbox would do this. You can see in that strategy, just buying up Activision, Blizzard, buying up all these other companies to have games developed to Game Pass. And I think you can see it more and more. They might buy Capcom, they might buy Sega to have more games on Game Pass and to spread out Game Pass to everywhere. PC, TVs, other consoles. It just makes total sense to me that Xbox would do that. Yes, this video is probably 5 years too soon, because it's not going to happen for another 5 to 6 years probably, because they're going to have the Xbox Series X. But I think this is the future of Microsoft Xbox Game Studios, to spread out their games onto other consoles and other areas, TVs, expand on the cloud game service, and especially concentrate on the PC market, where they actually make a boatload of money. So what do you guys think of this? Do you think this is just nothing but a clickbait video, or do you think this actually could happen? Let me know in the comments below, and please subscribe and like. Thanks. See ya.